Voham and welcome. Kumar Swami, Dattatray, Rajaratnam, Prabhakar, welcome to the call. Girish, Rajendra, Bisham, and Karthik, welcome to the call. Shiva, Bridget, Shivoham, and welcome to the call. Today we have an interesting topic of discussion. And the interesting topic is where are you in your spiritual journey? You see, the whole discussion that we have every day has a purpose. The purpose is to move forward in the spiritual journey. We don't meet to pass time. We don't meet because of entertainment. We meet because there is a divine purpose, and the purpose is to move forward on the spiritual journey. And today we are trying to get to that point. Where are you? Right? Have you started your spiritual journey, or are you waiting to start? Are you wanting to start? Are you moving ahead on the path of spirituality? Are you crawling in the material world trying to escape? Have you reached the destination enlightenment? Are you on the way? Today's chat for 30 minutes before we get into Q&A is to try to help you analyze. And the question is, where are you in your spiritual journey? So my friends, I'm sure you're all on the spiritual journey, because if not, you would not be on this call. You are surely on this call because you're surely on the journey, because you're here. You want to be on this call. You're here every day. And while I'm sure of that, I really don't know where you are. For example, somebody says, I'm going from Mumbai to Delhi. Okay. How are you going? I'm going by flight. So what does it mean? You're going to Mumbai to Delhi. Yeah, but I'm still in my house. See, I have the ticket. The flight is after 2 hours. See, I have the ticket in my hand. Or somebody may say, no, I'm already in the car. I'm driving to the airport. Or somebody may say, I've already entered the airport. I'm just waiting for checking in and passing security. Some people are sitting in the flight with the seat belt on, waiting for takeoff. Or some people have landed in Delhi. Everything in this journey is about going from Mumbai to Delhi. So like that, like there's a journey from Mumbai to Delhi, there is a journey of spirituality. And while we are not worried about Mumbai-Delhi flight, we are not bothered. I just gave you an analogy. We are not bothered about success and failure. No, we are bothered about the spiritual journey. Have you started? Do you want to start? Have you understood the meaning of spirituality? Some of you are still struggling. Have you done a GPS check? You know, GPS has got spiritual meaning as well. So it's not just a global positioning system, but it is uh, a system where you, your guru, you are working towards your spiritual journey. It's very interesting to realize that, you know, in every journey, for example, the journey of a caterpillar becomes a butterfly. It's a journey. It's a transformation. All butterflies start as an egg, but some of these caterpillars, they crawl. They just crawl and crawl and crawl. Some of them, they develop into cocoons for pupa, chrysalis, and they undergo what is known as the transformation. Most caterpillars have to become butterfly, most. But while most caterpillars will become a butterfly, only few of us emerge from the cocoon of this material world and we are enlightened. Very few of us. You know, it is a very interesting analogy, because the butterfly cannot become a caterpillar, because this is not a transformation. In a transformation, water can become ice, and ice can become water, and water can become ice. But enlightenment is a metamorphosis. It is a complete metamorphosis. So have you gone through that metamorphosis? That is the important question. And to experience the spiritual metamorphosis, today we are just going through this journey. The spiritual metamorphosis, the first step is starting a quest. Have you started your quest to discover who am I? Why am I here? Have you started? Or are you still to start? Or do you want to start? Or you're waiting to start? Or you're trying to start? Where are you on that quest, on that talash? Some people are just caught in this material world. They are caught. They say, you know, what can I do? You know, I am stuck. I'm this problem, that problem. Have you started the first the first milestone on the spiritual journey is your talash, is your quest. Are you in search? Are you in search? Because it's very important. For those of you who follow Hindi, you know, when I started Talash, I had written some few words. And I told God these words. I said, तलाश जगाई प्रभु तूने, जिज्ञासु बनाया तूने, मन मेरा यूं ही था भटकता, मन राह पे लाया प्रभु तूने, संसार में फंसा प्रभु था मैं, सच का एहसास मुझको दिया तूने, तन मन में नहीं जानू मैं तो, एहसास हो गया आत्मा में, कृपा तेरी है, कृपा तेरी है, मुझ पे ये आभारी हूँ प्रभु मैं. So Bridget, this means I am grateful to you, God. I am grateful to you because you made me go on talash. You made me search. You made me a seeker. So the song says, आभारी इतना प्रभु मैं, शब्दों से बयां ना करूं मैं. I can't express in words how grateful I am, O Lord, for you having started this spiritual journey, the quest. So, my dear friends, the first thing you do is you start a quest. The next thing you do in the quest is to understand what you are not. This is the biggest, this is the most unique thing in our discussion. If you go to any discussion, they will all talk about discover who you are. No, no, no. I tell Sanjay Das, first, what do you have to do? Discover whom you are not. When Bridget asked me what I must do, the words I told Bridget is neti, neti. Neti, neti. The first words that we must realize. Neti, neti. Not this, not this. I am not the body, not the mind. Tattvamasi. Have you understood this? You know, the problem is understanding is not realization. I love that story of that lady who married a man. Huh? You remember that story, Krishna Sharma? That lady married a man. After marriage, the man thought he was a rat. Every day in the night, he would get up and he would say, I am Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse, Mickey Mouse. He will go running into the fridge and he'll say, where is the cheese? Where is the cheese? So this lady got paranoid. So he used to call her, hi, my Minnie Mouse. Hello, my Minnie Mouse. So she took him to a psychiatrist. And when she took him to a psychiatrist, they spent 3 months of therapy. And after 3 months of therapy, the psychiatrist made him understand. He showed photograph. This is a man. This is a rat. Man walks on 2 feet, runs on 4 feet. So he explains everything. And finally, the man says, now I understand. I am not a rat. I am a man. And the rat man is convinced. The doctor convinced him. And he shook hands and said, thank you. And he went out singing a song on the road. As soon as he was singing a song on the road, Bridget, you know the story? As soon as he was singing a song on the road, he saw a big cat. He saw a big cat and he thought he was a rat. So he went running back to the doctor. He banged the door. He opened the door. And the doctor said, what happened? Doctor, in the road, I saw a big cat. Yeah, but the doctor said, but you told me, you understand, you are not a rat. So he tells the doctor, that's not the problem. I understand I am not a rat, but who will tell the cat? Who will explain to the cat that I am not a rat? So this is the problem, you see, my friends. This is the biggest problem when you have knowledge, but knowledge is not realization. We have to understand that our mind stops us from the realization of the truth. The spiritual journey is not about knowledge. It is about realization. What is the realization? नेति नेति मैं ये नहीं हूँ, शिवोहम मैं शिव हूँ, मैं शिव हूँ. नेति 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 तत्वम असि. Not this, not this. I am not the body. I am not the mind or ego. I am the divine soul. You know, sometimes you must be wondering, no, we repeat this every day. Every day we speak about this. Yeah, but after telling 100 times, still we don't understand. We are like the rat man. We think, oh, I understand, but the cat doesn't understand. That means he doesn't understand. So the problem is this needs realization. And sometimes you use the analogy of the zygote. You know, the zygote is the first cell of your existence. You were conceived not on your birthday. Today I was in Coorg and one lady was saying, oh, she was telling the chef, you see, tomorrow is my birthday and I want a cake and I want strawberries and I want chocolate and I want mango and I want this on her birthday. And I want this snacks and this food and this celebration and this decoration. Yeah, we people celebrate our birthday, but our birthday is not our birthday. We were alive before our birthday. And so how we are foolishly trying to celebrate our birthday when in reality we were born 9 months ago. So when you go back and you contemplate that you were the first cell of existence, you were the zygote, then you realize you are not this body. You come to know this body was formed later. It's not difficult. But if you're on the spiritual journey, you will understand, oh, this is just my body. This is not me. One day, when the body will die, people will say you passed away. And where are you? You passed away. People will burn your body. If it was you, they would not dare to burn you. But people will burn your body because you are not that body. Therefore, on the spiritual journey, all these realizations are very important. All these realizations, one by one, you have to have no doubt that I am not the body. And you must remember, like that man, that king who went to the saint and said, oh, my mind is full of stress. My mind is full of stress and anxiety. Huh? Kumar Swami, remember that man, the king? So the king went to the saint and the saint said, no problem, come tomorrow morning, 5 o'clock, I'll take out all the stress. The Raja came in the morning at 5 o'clock and the saint asked him, have you brought your mind? The Raja got very angry. He said, what nonsense you're talking? How can I come without my mind? So the saint told the king, okay, I'll give you 1 hour. You give me your mind. I will remove all the stress and anxiety. I will clean your mind and make it fresh. The Raja, the king tried to find the mind. Where is the mind? He could not find. So my dear friends, can you find the mind? When you're on the spiritual journey, you have to realize this, the thoughts come from everywhere. The thought will come from your tongue. The thought will come from, you taste something, you see something, you hear something. Suddenly you hear something, thought will come. You touch something, the thought will come. All the 5 senses trigger thoughts. The mind triggers thoughts. So the mind is just a thought factory. It's a bundle of thoughts. So in the spiritual journey, you have to realize you're not the body, we're not the mind. But the moment you realize neti, neti, not the body, not the mind, then you ask the question, who am I? If I am not Bridget, then who am I? If Bridget is only my name, if Samita is only my name, then who am I? If I am not Dattatray, if Dattatray is only an identity which I am not, then who am I? This is an advanced step in the spiritual journey, because it's not enough to know I am not this, I am not this. Neti, neti, you need to go to the next step. And the next step tells you who you are. You must realize, because that's why sometimes I tell you all so many songs. Why do I give you all so many songs? To make you realize. This is a beautiful song. It says, Ye sharir jo paida hota, ye to main nahi, हाँ ये मैं नहीं, ये शरीर तो अंत में मरता, ये शरीर मैं नहीं, ये तो है मरता, मैं कभी नहीं हूं मरता, मैं वो आत्मा जो मरता नहीं, नेति नेति ये नहीं, तत्वमसि मैं वो हूं, नेति नेति ये नहीं, तत्वमसि मैं वो हूं, ये तन नहीं, ये मन भी नहीं, मरता नहीं, पैदा होता नहीं, मैं तो अमर वो आत्मा हूं. I am Amar Atma. I am the immortal soul. I am never born. I never die. I am immortal. This is an advanced session on an advanced layers on the spiritual journey to realize that we are the divine soul. But how can we realize this? Some people ask me, how can I realize I'm the divine soul? You have to pass 4 doors. I very often tell you, you have to pass the 4 doors to enlightenment, to become a yogi. What are the 4 doors? Discrimination, dispassion, discipline, and desire for liberation. How many times I must have told you? Vivek, Vairagya, Shat Shampat, Mumukshutva. I've told you this so many times, right? How do you reach that state? How do you reach that state of enlightenment? You have to pass these 4 doors. Then you start living like a yogi. And a yogi is one who's always in yoga. He's always in that state of divine union. So have you passed the 4 doors? Are you a yogi? It's not difficult to be a yogi. Huh? Because the yogi, who's the yogi? योगी जो योग में सदा ही रहे, प्रभु के योग में रहे. So you must understand what is the life of a yogi. संसार के रिश्तों में ना है फंसता, योगी को एहसास होता, वो भी आत्मा है हर शय में आत्मा, सब कुछ परमात्मा, मिथ्य जो दिखता है उससे बचता, योगी सत्य में है जीता, वैराग्य और विवेक से वो है जीता, प्रभु के प्यार में वो जीता, कर्तव्य उसका ना है कोई, मोक्ष उसको है पाना, शर्म वो किसी बात पे करता नहीं, योग में सदा वो रहता, योग में सदा योगी रहता, प्रभु को ही वो प्यार करता. योगी जो योग में सदा ही रहे, the one who lives in yoga, the one is a yogi. He has no duty. Oh, he says no duty is more important than liberation. No, I'm not ashamed of anything. I am in love with God. I want God. I don't want all these material things. You know, the yogi realizes that nothing belongs to me. The yogi realizes that I have to leave everything and go. Except one thing. You know, what's the one thing that you can take with you? Have I told you this? Samita, have I told you one thing you can take with you? Have I told? Oh, you can't unmute yourself. Okay, so when say ask her to start, you tell me. What is the only one thing? We cannot take anything with us. So what is the one thing we can take? The yogi knows that. And the yogi doesn't even take that. The yogi is ever united with God. But even the yogi can get caught in the highway of spirituality with a puncture. You know, puncture. Everybody's car gets a puncture, no? गाड़ी में पंक्चर हो जाता है, तो योगी के गाड़ी में भी पंक्चर हो सकता है. Then the yogi gets a puncture, he stops. Vehicle is stuck. The yogi also can't move forward. What happens when you get stuck in the highway of spirituality with a puncture? You know what? You know what you need, right? What you need is you need a guru, because the guru will be able to help you to change the tire of your spiritual journey. The guru will make you, one moment the guru will change the tire. Come on, he will change it, he will set it right, and he'll say, move on. What my guru used to tell me, my guru used to tell me 4 words. He said, onward, forward, upward, Godward. My guru was unique. My guru would say unique things. So one thing my guru taught me, what should we do on the spiritual journey? We must go onward, forward, upward, Godward. So we need a guru who helps us go in talash. Because if we don't have a guru, there's a problem. So when I wrote a song for my guru, the song I wrote for my guru, it said, Guru ki kripa se hi to Prabhu ka ye pyar mila. Guru bin mera kya hota, aisa sach ka na hota. Guru se Prabhu mila. The guru gives us God. गुरु है जो हाथ पकड़े प्रभु के पास ले जाता, गुरु ही प्रभु से हमें मिलवाता, गुरु बिन अंधकार में जीते सच का एहसास ना होता, गुरु बिन जीवन में कुछ ना होता, गुरु की कृपा से भक्ति, गुरु हमें देते शक्ति, गुरु से ही हमको प्रभु मिलता, गुरु से ही हमको प्रभु मिलता. So remember this. गुरु की कृपा से ही तो प्रभु का ये प्यार मिला, प्रभु का एहसास हुआ. It is the Guru who helps us move from self-realization to God realization. I could not achieve any realization without my Guru. Oh, I would just be going round and round and round and round and round. Who helped me to realize some truth about life? It was the Guru. The Guru guides. The Guru says, no, no, this is wrong. One day I went and told, Dada, I can experience God everywhere. He said, very good. You can experience, that's not enough. Now realize. I told, what's the meaning? I asked my Guru, what are you talking? Experience and realize is the same. How can you say, I experience, but I do not realize? He told me, you keep on trying. You will find it. Because I didn't understand. 2-3 years before 2014, I went to him in 2012, in 2013, and told him, oh, I can experience God. He said, very good. Now you must move forward. So we must trust the Guru. Unfortunately, we don't trust the Guru. There was one man who had a Guru, but he never trusted the Guru. But with great difficulty, he asked the Guru to come and stay one day in his house. When the Guru went to his house, then he explained to the Guru, he had some lot of land in the village, but it's Kharab land. You know what Kharab land, no? Kharab land, I think it's on land which you cannot do cultivation. And I hope I'm right in the right terminology. Huh? That Kharab land means it's all bad land. You can't cultivate that land, is what they say. So the Guru asked, how do you manage? He said, I have a cow. You all can hear me and see me, I hope. Thank you. I have a cow and I milk the cow. So that's how I manage. You know what the Guru did in the night? In the night, the Guru took that cow and ran away. In the next morning, the Guru also was missing and the cow also was missing. This devotee was very upset. He was very upset, but he had no option but to cultivate the land. So he started cultivating the land because Guru robbed the cow and went away. Guru took the cow and went away. The Guru came back after 2 years, and then the man realized. The man, from a poor man, he had become a rich man. He cultivated the full land and he got lot of money. Because the Guru taught him a lesson that this Kharab land is not Kharab land. He made him realize by taking the cow and going away. The man was milking the cow and getting his money from milking the cow. So, my dear friends, we have to trust the Guru. Sometimes what we think, oh, what Guru knows? What does Guru know, man? So we often doubt the Guru. If we doubt the Guru, it's our loss. We have to trust the Guru. I trusted my Guru unconditionally. The moment I accepted him as my Guru, I would fight with him. So once he was speaking about the astral world. So I told, don't tell me all this. No, I don't agree. It's all nonsense. I don't agree. I had argument with my Guru. Then he wrote a long email and he explained to me, forget about astral world. It does not exist. Because he was trying to explain something to me. And then I was very, very, very passionate in my search. And that email, even till today, I read that email of my Guru used to send me a lot of emails. My Guru at that time, not so much Zoom call and WhatsApp video was not so much there. But we used to have a lot of email exchange. So, my dear friends, where are you on the spiritual journey? Have you started? Are you halfway through? Are you communicating and connecting with the Guru? Then next question, if you have all this, the next question, do you pray? One is to have a connection with the Guru. The next step is to have a connection with God. So do you have the grace of God? Without the grace of God, you cannot attain moksha. So if you don't have the grace of God, forget it. You cannot get enlightenment. Where have you reached in that level of prayer? Have you got that love for God? Do you tell God, oh God, I am nothing, oh Lord, make me thine? Do you sing to God, मुझको अपना तू बनाना और कुछ मैं ना चाहता, तू जो मिला सब मिल गया और कुछ मैं ना चाहता, हर पल पास रहो तू, दूर न हो तू, ये मैं चाहूं, हर पल पास रहो तू, दूर न हो तू, ये मैं चाहूं, अपना मुझको तू बना ले एक, ये मैं चाहूं, मुझको अपना तू बनाना और कुछ मैं ना चाहता. Do you sing to God? Do you have romance with God? Do you see God in somebody? Have you already seen God in somebody whom you can love and whom you can communicate as a god or goddess? Do you have that beautiful relationship? That is important. That is important, to feel the presence of God all the time. Then your heart will bloom. That is being advanced on the spiritual journey. See, people, the journey of spirituality is to ask, investigate till you realize the truth. You know that it is Sravana, Manana, Nidhi, Dhyasana. Are you doing that all the time? Are you constantly asking questions? Or do you just follow the herd? Many people, they just follow the herd. They don't fly like a bird. They don't explore the skies. They just follow the herd. That will not work. My dear friends, I want to ask all of you a question. Today, if possible, if administrator will give me a time, I want to ask each one of you, where are you on the spiritual journey? And for that, I have created something unique. Huh? This is called the enlightenment grid. I have created, it's called the enlightenment grid. It starts with 0. 0 means ignorance. 10 is aware of ignorance. 20 is starting the quest. 30 is gaining knowledge. 40 is getting a guru. 50 is starting to ask, investigate, realize. 60 is the basic realization, I am not the body. 70 is transcending the mind and ego. 80 is realizing I am the divine soul. 90, enlightenment. 100, God realization. Have you reached 100? Have you reached 90, 80, 70, 60? Where are you on the enlightenment grid? Some of you are 0, ignorance. I don't know where I am. I don't know anything. 0. 10 means I am aware, I am ignorant. I am aware. Then 20, starting the quest. I am asking questions. 30, I have all the knowledge, all knowledge. 40, connected to a guru. 50, asking, investigating, realizing. 60, realizing I'm not the body. 70, transcending ego and mind. 80, I am the Atma, the divine soul. 90, oh, I am enlightened. I am enlightened. 100, oh, I can feel God all the time, wherever I am. Jidhar dekhu vastu hi tu. I can see God everywhere. Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Where are you? I want to ask each of you this question. And if not today, then next week we will discuss in detail the enlightenment grid. The enlightenment grid. So, my dear friends, every Friday we are blessed with extra 30 minutes. Extra 30 minutes that can help me share some thoughts with you. Every week I pray, what should I share with my family? And every week I am given, for example, this week I was blessed with enlightenment grid. I did not know what is enlightenment grid. God, prong, I got one SMS. Prong, long, long, that came to me. Enlightenment grid. So we have to, it's like a graph. We have to climb the graph. You have to move like this. Right from 0, from the x-axis to the y-axis. You have to have the x-axis and the y-axis. And you have to climb up in the grid. Correct? We are not looking at market capitalization and market share. We are not looking at share prices. We are not looking at the graph of the share index, Sensex. No, we don't want Sensex. We want index, enlightenment index. We want to know what is your enlightenment index. Huh? So we should call it NLEX, ENLEX. So what is your NLEX? Huh? We will try to capture this. What is your NLEX? What is your enlightenment index? That is the biggest challenge. So with that note, my dear friends, let us hope that we have some interesting questions today to understand where are you? Where are you on the spiritual journey? Have you moved forward? Are you stuck? And you have to be honest to yourself. If you're already enlightened, then it's fine, 90. And if you already feel God's presence everywhere, then you're blessed. Then you just have to keep on singing the song of God all the time till the last moment for mukti to moksha. But you have to be clear where you are on the enlightenment journey. Administrator, with this, can we start and get into questions, please?
So you had a questionnaire. What is
Yes.
the one thing we can take when we go?
Yes, Samita was trying to answer that. I remember. Samita, you were trying to answer that?
Sir, Shivam, sir,
Sure.
really, there is nothing that we can take along with us except maybe our good deeds.
So your answer is right, but also bad deeds, not only good deeds. So
Yes.
the only thing that we take with us when we go is our karma. So we don't take anything else in this world except karma. So when somebody tells you we cannot take anything, we'll go. Don't say we cannot. No, we can take. It's a good trick to talk to people. No, we can take something. What is that? You can take your karma. Only karma you can take. So good, Samita, you're absolutely. So you already got that. You already passed that level of knowledge. And you answer questions like this means you're already passed that in the grid. I don't know what marks is there, but you already crossed that. So you have to keep on crossing. Thank you. Administrator, who's next on the question?
We have Krishna Sharma's yesterday's questionnaire.
Yes, please ask me.
So early in life, we want to achieve all the basic needs like good job, marriage, children, house, car, and some money in the bank.
Yes.
But after achieving or acquiring all these things, mind is not going to spirituality. What to do?
Yeah, because mind is not satisfied with need. Mind wants greed. So man who has got 10,000, he wants one more zero. 1 lakh. Man who has got 1 lakh, he wants one more zero. 10 lakhs. Man who has got 10 lakhs wants one more zero. 1 crore. Man, 1 crore, he wants one more zero. 10 crores. 10 crores want one more zero. The man doesn't understand, it's all zeros. Man doesn't understand, he's adding zeros. This is the problem. So that is why, Krishna Sharma, people don't know how to live a spiritual life in the material world. It is not, are we telling people, Krishna Sharma, that you should remove all your clothes and you should walk in the, like many Jain Munis, they remove all their clothes and they walk nude in the market. Are we telling like that? We should be like that?
No, sir.
We are very clear. Please stop at your needs. Don't keep on having greed. Because if you have greed, then you will desire and you will crave and you will go to the grave and you will not attain enlightenment. So we are advocating the middle path. Eat whatever you want, idli, dosa, puri, paratha, no problem. But don't order idli plus puri plus paratha plus pav bhaji plus chole bhature plus pizza plus fried rice. What is this? That is called lust.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So that is the why the mind doesn't go, Krishna Sharma, because the mind is greedy. The mind is like that, Krishna. What to do? How to make? Because what is mind, Krishna Sharma? You know what is mind? No, it is monkey. How to make monkey into monk? Cut EY. EY means what? Ever yearning. Ever yearning. Mind says, I want this. In bhajan, I wrote what I wrote. Jo mera, wo mera. Jo tera, wo bhi mera. Mind says like that. Correct, no?
Yes, sir.
One man has a beautiful wife. He goes for party, he's only looking at neighbor's wife. He has already beautiful wife, but he's seeing neighbor's wife. What to do? Who's that? The eye is not seeing, the mind. If the mind is strong, the mind will say, okay, don't see, finish. But the mind is not able to control the eyes. The mind becomes the slave of the senses. Eyes, nose, ears, taste, and touch. And that's why we become a slave. Anything more?
And today's one also I want to ask.
Yes, yes, please.
After hearing your lecture, what I am thinking, just like a railway line, two parallel things are required in the life. One is devotion, the other one is knowledge. If both are there, then only you can pass on to the enlightenment. If one is not there, you cannot proceed.
Absolutely correct. But not this. The train of enlightenment doesn't have 2 tracks. The train of enlightenment has 4 tracks.
What are the remaining 2 things?
You are told bhakti and jnana,
Yes.
karma and dhyana. Bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, karma yoga, dhyana yoga. If your train is on 4 tracks, if your bullet train has got is on the 4 tracks, guaranteed you'll reach moksha.
Okay. Okay, sir.
So remember how many tracks? 4 tracks.
4 tracks.
You know why? Let me explain to you why.
But bhakti is compulsory, sir. Without bhakti, we cannot
No.
plug it all.
Agreed. Without bhakti, you can do nothing. Bhakti mein hai shakti, jisse milegi mukti.
Yes, sir.
Bhakti, but Krishna Sharma,
Yes, sir.
if you have only bhakti and jnana, what you'll do full day? So you need karma. You need karma yoga. Some work you have to do. And for being in the correct track, in being in the track, we need dhyana. Dhyana means silence, meditation, contemplation. That only will give the energy for bhakti and for jnana. Otherwise, the train will go out of the track.
Thank you, sir.
Shivoham.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
Shivoham.
Krishna Sharma. Thank you. Next question, please.
We have Jyotri, 2 questions.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I and you live in different corner in India. Even then, I get connected with you and other members in this call. Is it just a coincidence or is it God's grace?
Nothing in this world is a coincidence. Everything in this world has a divine meaning. Some people tell me they want to join this call, but every time they call me after the call and they tell me, I am so sorry, I could not join because of this and this reason. But that's their karma. It is their present karma and their past karma. Many people want to join this call. After the call, I get many, at least 4 or 5 people will send me a message. Oh, today I could not join. Today I could not switch on the video. Today I could not ask questions. Many people regret. But Jyotri, everything in this world unfolds as per karma, as per divine design. But we also have a free will. We have a free will. God has given human beings a free will. My dog cannot decide. My dog cannot say, I'm going for a walk in the shopping mall. Can my dog decide that? No, my dog cannot go for a walk in shopping mall. But you can decide to be on this call, or you can be in the mall. You can decide whether you want to be on the call or in the mall. But the dog cannot. So next question.
Next question from Jyotri is, how do you handle a situation when people ask you a stupid question? Do you get angry or something else?
How do you react when you see Amitabh Bachchan making a stupid acting in the stage, some stupid drama, something where he's talking and drinking and talking to the mirror and is trying to put bandage on the mirror? How do you laugh? No, you laugh at a comedy. When somebody is asking a stupid question, you be grateful God has not made you stupid. Because if you were stupid, imagine you were asking such stupid questions. So when somebody is asking a stupid question, you be grateful to God. See, God, thank you. I'm not so stupid, no? And you be calm. Don't reply with a stupid answer. You try to help the stupid person with a wise answer. That is the way to react. Next.
Next is Bridget.
Yes.
She's asking, can I have the grid for thinking about where I am?
Yeah, sure. So you can give them this grid, Bridget, this grid is just delivered to me today. It may have some changes, but if you want the temporary, for the moment, we will give you the grid. Please paste the grid on the chat. People can copy, but it may change by next week. Okay, I'm just giving you because it came to me like a broom. I get all SMS from God like that. Suddenly it comes to me. So then I have to analyze and I have to see whether there's any mistake in the SMS. But surely you can have the grid and you can analyze where you are, and you can do it even now. If you want to do
Yes.
it now, you can do it now. I'm happy to answer your questions now. Yes, please.
Thank you so much. I would like to know how I can be sure where I am exactly in my way, because it's
True.
not easy to judge what I don't know how
So-
to say.
No, I understand.
But
I understand. So where you are on the spiritual journey in the grid, you have to talk to me one by one. For example, you know that you are not ignorant. You
No.
know that you are aware that some things you are ignorant, you are aware about that. Then
Mhm.
point number 3, you are already in the talash. And point number 4, you have already gained some basic knowledge. So you are already, according to me, you're already past more than 30, 40, 50, 60. I don't know whether you are in 50 or 60 or 70 or 90, I don't know. For
I
that,
don't know.
you have to talk to me. For that, I have to understand, and you can do it in this call, or you can do it on a personal call through WhatsApp, or you can discuss with me or send me a message, and I will try to help you by showing a mirror. You look at the mirror and you see where you are. I will try
Mhm.
to guide you that way.
Because not easy about my only guru is you. I cannot have one
You are
here.
lucky. You are lucky having only one guru. If you have more gurus, you will have no hair left on your head. You cannot. you must. You must not. You must. A guru is not like ice cream. A guru,
No.
one day you have strawberry, one day you have brownie. No, guru is not like ice cream. You must have only one. Okay. So,
Thank you
so
so
we
much.
will you take the number 0 to 100, and we will discuss, because according to me, definitely you are quite up on the grid. But I know you have not reached the top. I know that.
No.
Because no,
No.
so I can make out, when I talk to you, I can make out that if you reach the top, then you will be completely liberated. You'll be
Mm.
tranquil. You will be in that mode of complete ananda. Right? So you want to reach that state when nothing can trouble you. Today, when I was
Mhm.
coming to my room just now, I opened the door. When I opened the door, before I could enter, a frog entered. Plop, 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 plop. A frog jumped into my room. Now, I don't know where the frog is. The frog may be under my leg. I don't know where the frog is, but I'm not worried about the frog. The frog is somewhere in the room. But so when you reach a state, nothing matters. Nothing
Mhm.
bothers you.
Mm.
Okay.
I'm not reached that.
You're not reached that. So we are getting there. Slowly and steadily, we are getting to that point. Okay.
Yes, I will reach. Thank you so
Next
much.
question,
for
Administrator.
answering.
Kumar Swami.
Yes, sir. Kumar Swami.
Sir, Guruji Shivam,
Shivam, sir.
my simple question is, Jeev और आत्मा different pronunciation होता है. Say what I understood is, when you live with body and mind, it may be called as a Jeev. If you are living as the soul, the Atma is I am, maybe it is Atma, I am thinking like that. Whether it is true or false, I don't know. Can you give a justification for this?
Okay. So let me explain what I understand. It's like this. A person who thinks they are Jiva,
Hmm.
any Jiva, he is only thinking, I am the body and the mind and the ego and the intellect. He doesn't know that he is a Jiva Atma. The person who thinks he's a Jiva Atma, he knows that I am actually Atma. Knowledge is there. Knowledge is there. I am a Jiva Atma. Otherwise, the person does not think I am a Jiva Atma. He only thinks I am a Jiva. And that Jiva is only trying to do karma, and they will die and they will be reborn. Purarjanama will come. But the
Okay.
Jiva Atma already has reached that level of understanding that I am not this body and mind. I am given the breath by the Atma. So that is the level of Jiva Atma.
Okay, sir. Sir, one more question here. See, Atma is called as a Purusha. Okay? Prakriti as a Stri, that means a female, this thing. Why it is called like that? Why Atma is called as Purusha? In
I'm
scriptures
not
it is
hearing you
there.
clearly. Why is
Prakriti is a Stri and this Atma is a Purusha.
this is something which we human beings have called? No, Kumar Swami. This is not, God has not come from the heaven and given the name of Atma and Prakriti. This we have given. So we human beings, okay, let me explain to you why I think. We human beings think everything powerful is male. Agreed? Only male can go to temple, only male can be
Agreed.
minister, only Taliban thinks only male can be in the government. We human beings give importance to the male, the power to the male. So we think Atma is male, correct? But the same male, no, Kumar Swami, the same male, he thinks everything beautiful is female. The same male, he thinks so seeing the beauty of the world, he called it female, Prakriti. This is done by human being only. This is not done by God. Because we
But
human beings.
here there
Yes,
is a one problem here to me. Say when a zygote is becoming one two cells are becoming one zygote, is it not?
correct. Yeah.
So the वो स्त्री का अंड बनता है पहले, वो अंड में से ये जो स्पर्म है, ये स्पर्म वो अंड में जाके वहां से वो zygote बनता है. द स्पर्म है ना जो रिलीज होता है मेल पर्सन से, the sperms will have a life up to 18 to 24 hours. Afterward, it will die. The sperm will die.
Okay.
So the sperm will, when it will enter in this egg, the lady egg, the lady egg is made up of this Prakriti. Prakriti means Panchabhutas. Panchabhutas only, the lady egg. And the sperm is also Panchabhutas, but it is evoluted from Mahatatu to Panchabhuta to Saptadhatu to it will come to a seventh dhatu of this sperm. So it is evoluting from like this, it is coming, when it is entering into the anda. So that means he is giving a life. That's why he is called Purusha. I am understanding whether it is right or wrong, I don't know.
Okay, so I see this. No, Kumar Swami, we all have been given our own power of discrimination. We can discriminate, correct? No, we can look at something and we can perceive something. I don't think we should worry about it. I think you should accept your interpretation, whatever is there, and move on, because it is not stopping your liberation. So please move on. Accept your interpretation and move on.
Okay.
Thank you. Next question, sir. Administrator.
Next, we have a question from Nitin.
Yeah.
Does spiritual life need zero struggle, or is it as difficult as the common lifestyle?
The spiritual life needs struggle only on the journey of beginning. When you begin the spirituality, it's a big struggle. It's a big struggle. So when you begin the spirituality, what do you say? You tell somebody, Neti Neti Tattvamasi. Your people in your house will tell Pagal ho gaya. If Ashok Chotwani goes and tells in the house, I am not Ashok Chotwani, they will say, you better stop listening to air. You will become mad tomorrow. You will become crazy. Yeah, because in the house they will not understand. Am I right or wrong? The people in your house will not understand. What do you mean? What do you mean you are not Ashok Chotwani? No, it's only my name. No, what? Shut up. What do you mean? Shut up. You're not only your name. Of course it is your name. It is you. So in the beginning, spiritual life is a struggle to make yourself understand you are not the name, you are not the body, you are not the mind. In the beginning, it's a lot of struggle. But when you reach that level of realization, when you reach that level where you cross the ordinary levels, then you're in a state of Sat Chit Anand. You are in a state of divine bliss. Nothing matters. There was one lady, she told me, beginning, my problem was such a big problem. My husband used to beat me. She said, my husband used to take hockey stick and beat me. Why? What is very nonsense spirituality, rubbish spirituality, beat with a stick. But then she fought back. And today, she has transformed. The husband has become like a chuha, like a rat. The husband doesn't open his mouth. She's a very well educated and very senior professional. And she earns a lot, much more than the husband. But before, also like that, but he was used to beat her because in the spiritual journey, then she learned, she evolved, she realized, she's reached that level of over 70, 80. She's reached that level nearly 90. She says, no, she says, everything, ye leela hai maya, kuch bhi sach to na, नाटक ये प्रभु का है एक ख्वाब जैसा, जहां में होता जो वो माया है. Nothing affects her. She lives a life of divine bliss. If her husband tells something, nothing, she doesn't bother. She has learnt. But of course, one day when he tried to beat her with a hockey stick, she took the bat. That's the only thing. One day when he hit her with a hockey stick, she took a bat. And she blocked the hockey stick with a bat. And she told him, next time you touch the hockey stick, I'll beat you here. I will hit you with the bat. From that day, he didn't lift the hockey stick. From that was the last day he hit the hockey stick. Because till that time, she was getting beaten. Then she learned. She said, no, this is not the way. I will not tolerate it. So she didn't do anything, but she blocked the stick with a bat. So my dear friends, the answer to your question, in the beginning, the spiritual journey is very tough. But when you reach that state of Ananda, you are in a state of eternal bliss, everlasting peace. You are liberated from all suffering of body, mind, and ego. Oh, that is a beautiful state. That state, material world is nothing. Oh, material world, the pleasure of the bone and the skin is nothing. The pleasure of sensuality, of sex, of liquor, of alcohol, of food, of money, of wine, of women, of nothing. The material pleasure is just zero compared to spiritual bliss. But you must reach that level to enjoy the taste. That spiritual taste, not everybody can get. But if you get that taste of spirituality and you enjoy that ras, that Sat Chit Anand is a divine bliss. No pleasure in the world can give you that bliss of Sat Chit Anand. It is so beautiful. So next question.
This is from Manu.
Yeah.
Why don't we realize the meaning of life until some misfortune happens to us?
Because we are so lost in this material world, Manu. Because we are so lost, we are so busy with our husband, our children, our family, our wife, our parents, we are busy with our business, with our money, we are business. Suddenly something goes wrong, doctor says you got cancer, you're going to die. Then you start scratching your head. Oh, doctor told I've got cancer. Now, then you start asking, oh, mandir kahan hai? Oh, mandir kahan hai? Because up till now you did not know where's the mandir, no? Now cancer means many people come to our temple. Why do they come to temple? Pujari. वो डॉक्टर बोला क्या अभी दवा की नहीं दुआ की जरूरत है. So he's come to temple. He has come to temple because the doctor has given up hope. You see, this is the problem. Is it something new I'm telling you? Nothing new. People who are desperate, in fact, the first reason that people go to God is not to ask for gifts. The first reason people go to God is to save them from misery, is to save them from suffering. The highest number of prayers in this world is from people who are going to go, oh God, please save me. Oh God, please save me. Please save me from cancer. Please save me. My business is going to collapse. Oh God, please save me. Please save me. Please save me. So therefore, people are so lost in this material world. Therefore, repeat the question once again for me to conclude the question.
Why don't we realize the meaning of life until some misfortune happens to us?
So only when that's why I wanted the question, because only when that misfortune happens to us, then we go on talash, then we start, then we realize. Many people in this world, many realized souls, many stories told to us are people who had a lot of problems in life. And because of problems, then they realize the true meaning of life. But I would like to ask anybody if they want to, though Gauri has asked a question now on the screen, Anybody wants to ask a question on the enlightenment grid? Anybody? I would like to give that a priority. Does anybody want to ask a question? Because next week we are going to talk of the enlightenment grid. Bridget asked a question, and I hope, Administrator, I hope you flashed that chart to her. But anybody wants to ask a question on enlightenment grid? Which
Yes,
is next
sir, I
week?
want to ask.
Yes, sir.
In 30th point, you have put gaining knowledge, and in 40th point, you are getting a guru.
Yeah.
Why can't you put guru first and knowledge next?
No. How can you get, unless you get some basic knowledge, you can't, will never go to guru, no. How will you, unless suddenly you can't go to guru. Guru will only come when the disciple is ready. Remember, they say when the disciple is ready, the guru will come. Guru will not appear till basic knowledge is got.
Okay, that is my doubt.
Sir, Guruji, and how to know in what stage we are in a spiritual journey?
You lost me. You lost. Am I there? Voice and video is there?
Just came back here.
Okay. So who was asking a question just now after Krishna Sharma?
Sir, Karthik sir.
Yeah, yes. Karthik.
Shivoham Guruji. Sir, how to know that in what journey we are in a spiritual journey? Means
By
what is
analyzing, no?
my progress?
Suppose you are in an elevator and you want to know which floor you are in, what you will do?
We
Suppose you are
can
in an
see
elevator and you want to know which floor you are.
we can see there no sir number.
Same way you see, no? Same way you look at the chart. You look at the enlightenment chart and you see where you are. You know, you can see, you have to see where I am. I cannot see where you are right now unless you talk to me. But it's just like you are in the elevator. I'm in the ground floor, but you are in the 7th floor. I am not in the elevator with you.
Okay, sir.
So you have to, and I'll help you. Karthik, I will help you to analyze. And that is why I'm saying next week, we should try to use the discussion. That's why I stopped all questions to leave you preparation time. Each one of you should try to analyze where are you in your, what we call this, NLEX, Enlightenment Index, ENLEX. Where are you in your NLEX? People know Sensex.
Sir,
People know
can you
Huh?
Sir, can you tell send that pic to WhatsApp so that we can see what is the means
Sure.
what where
I
are
will
we?
send-
We can.
I will send you by WhatsApp also. I will broadcast it. Administrator will broadcast to everybody on WhatsApp today. We will
Okay.
send you. We will just send you a rough. We will not send you the full grid and the chart, but we will send you the ratings by WhatsApp today.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
After this call is over, we will from the number 55555 we will broadcast that message. Okay. So I think you're losing me if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, you're there. You're there.
Okay, sir. Sound okay.
Because it's getting frozen. I'm feeling the screen is getting frozen. So anybody
No
wants to
problem.
ask about NLEX? Dattatray?
Sir. I think not a question, but I have made some notes. I have started from a year listening. I observed that my mind is stopping full and push. आणि calm state में आहे. अभी conscious level is high, and I feel I am a cosmic energy. I think so. Because I don't understand what is the meaning of soul. Soul ki bajay energy, I think it is easy to understand.
Same. Soul and
okay.
energy is same. No problem.
Okay.
You don't use soul, you say energy, no problem.
Yes, sir.
But you said
sometimes
the mind is coming on the way you said, your mind is stopping you.
No, mind is disturbance are stopped.
Good.
Fluctuations of minds, जो भी ये थे distractions, hurdles are get stops. And I'm now quite mind gated, quite mind. Understanding level is increased, and I feel that I am nearer to the enlightenment. Sometimes I get such experience, but sometimes I'm getting in material world.
Very good. And remember one thing, it is very good to express the honest feeling. If when you don't express it, then you cannot move forward. I used to go to my guru and I used to tell him even all the bad things that is happening in my life. I used to tell him. Suppose
Okay.
I was feeling some feeling of lust, I would tell him. If I made a mistake, I would tell my guru, because that's the only way to move forward, right? Otherwise, we cannot move forward.
Correct.
So it's good. I think when you're reaching the top level, the resistance becomes a little bit more from the jiva, the body, mind, senses, ego. It will try to block us because it does not want us to cross over and become enlightened. So sometimes it's called an inner war, yuddh.
Huh.
There's a war within us. That
Yes.
we have to. If we just the moment we cross the bar and we go that side, then we have reached that level of ananda.
Oh,
So
very nice.
please try. Please don't let it stop you. And if there is something stopping you, my request, you have my WhatsApp number, right? You have got the 555
Yes.
number. Please
Yes.
don't hesitate to send a message to my dear friends, since Dattatreya spoke on this matter. I am happy to answer each of your personal messages. Many of you send questions to me, and normally within 24 hours I reply. Very rarely I miss a question. If I don't reply in 24 hours, please remind me, because I have set aside time every day where I must reply to your questions within 24 hours. So this is my commitment. I must reply within 24 hours. And my number is there if any of you wants to ask questions. Administrator Rajendra is saying there's a question which we have missed on the chat. Did you find it?
It's not a question, it's a comment saying he will ask question tomorrow.
No, but I believe, Rajendra, do you want to ask a question, Rajendra?
The Shivoham air.
Shivoham?
Actually, I am traveling through, right now I am riding.
Okay.
So a lot of noise would have been created. That's why I have just written that day before yesterday, I wanted to ask a question.
Yeah.
But yesterday morning, I got the answer from God.
Very good. So God will answer.
And yesterday evening, I was not given a chance. I thought God doesn't want me to disclose, you know. But today the topic is was really interesting, and I wanted to share. But I was traveling through auto, and now I'm riding on my bike. So I will share tomorrow for sure.
Very good. So we will meet you tomorrow at 8, and please join us. And
Yes.
also please catch up on the Enlightenment Live Grid. Many of you may know the stock market. कि क्या है, पैंथलून का शेयर कहाँ गया और ये मुकेश अंबानी का शेयर कहाँ गया. Many of you are buying and selling shares, and Sensex, you all know NASDAQ and Sensex and all these markets. I don't know. I only know the names. I have not bought a single share in my life. So
Thank you.
So with that note, I am requesting all of you to get on to that level of enlightenment grid. And as I told you, I am aware.
We lost you, Air.
Okay, so I think you can hear me, I hope. Administrator, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yes.
So the point is that I think that I got lost in one connection. So let us hope that we will connect tomorrow. And I have given 2-3 important points. One, that you should have a grip on your NLEX, on your Enlightenment Life Index. 2, if you need a personal question answer session, you can message me on the number. And 3, that this journey, the spiritual journey, is the most important journey. And therefore, we human beings must not get caught in the material world. We must move on the spiritual journey till such time that we have the freedom, we are liberated and united with the divine. With that note, we have spent an hour today. I bow down to all of you, Shivoham, and I look forward to your divine presence tomorrow again at 8. Try not to miss a call, because you don't know, the call you miss may be the call of your life. So try not to miss a single call. Try to be there every day at 8. Thank you. Shivoham, Shivoham.